Hello and welcome back to episode 71 of St Albans Take to the Skies. We're still top of the league and we're closing in on the promotion and the title. So since you were last with us, we followed the win against Harrogate up with a 4-2 win against Salford, and you can see there all three of the new front three getting on the score sheet. We then got a 2-1 win against Wrexham with 2 goals from Bennett. It was more comfortable than 2-1 sounds because their goal was in the 93rd minute. We then had a 2-1 win against Blackpool. We did lose 2-0 to Scunthorpe, which was quite a disappointing result, but we followed it up. Once again, that front three getting a goal each in a 3-1 win against York City. Today we've got Notts County, who are second in the league. If we win, we guarantee ourselves being promoted. And then we've got Swindon, who are third. So we also could massively affect the promotion battle that is going on. These two have pulled away a little bit from the likes of Accrington and Rochdale. If we win both these games, though, we could easily bring Accrington and Rochdale back into that. So, I mean, for us, we don't really care about who is in a promotion battle. We care about ourselves winning that title. We're 15 points clear at the top of the league now, which means we'll be coming back, hopefully, a lot sooner than the last 2 games of the season to see us lift the trophy. The new guys have settled in quite well, with Wild getting 3 goals, Mwanga getting 5, both in 7 games each. Bennett on 22 goals for the season now. It is a shame that we lost the 2 guys in Nasingi and Tavani, but it's one of them. We've moved on without them, and we're doing quite well without them. Hopefully that does continue. I probably will try and get them back on loan next year anyway. Although Nasingi is incredibly unlikely because Fulham do not like us. We haven't had our youth intake as of yet, so you never know. Maybe we'll bring through somebody fantastic in the youth intake. We've got a couple of good players still here, centre back, a winger. But as we advance up the league, how effective they're going to be. So he's potential to be a League 2 player. We're probably going to be in League 1 next year. Hopefully we stay in League 1. So it's questionable how good they'll be in the long term. You can see the balance massively changed due to that Nasingi sale. Also, big news that I nearly forgot to mention, and I'm trying to remember where you find it. We had a takeover. So we've now been owned by Joe Heath, a local businessman. There was talk that he was going to replace me. Didn't come to fruition. He came in and was happy with me. So we're quite happy with the new management. They've come in, they've put in place plans to pay off our debts, which, to be fair, in fact, he's paid off the debts. Even better. We've got a £1 million transfer budget for next season at the moment. What is that? So we should be fine going forward. But obviously we want to make sure that remains that way. Let's get into the game against Notts County and see if we can secure promotion to League 1. On the lineup for the Notts County game, we've got Kennedy in goal, a back three of Phillips, York and Knox, Laird on the right with Albrighton and Pring in the middle, Vukaj on the left, and then Wild, Mwanga and Bennett as the front three. So, as I say, they're looking like they're starting to gel quite nicely. Hopefully that continues to be the case today while we're on camera. Corner kick from the right hand side. Albrighton sends it in. It's headed away by Porter. These kits are not great. Vukaj plays it to Phillips, who goes forward to Wild. Albrighton to Mwanga. He plays it through for Pring, but there's a good tackle there. Hulme kicks it back to Clark, who then clears it upfield. But Knox and York easily able to deal with that. And we're going forward again. Mwanga doesn't quite win the header. Vukoje plays the ball forward to Tolaj. Through for Ramsey. York's missed an interception, and Ramsey has put Notts County 1-0 up. And that was a bit of poor defending there from a position we really shouldn't have allowed that to happen. I don't know why we've gone long, because we're playing with short passing, and York really needs to get something on that. And unlucky from Kennedy on trying to make the save. Throw in for Notts County here. Ramsey gets the cross in. Phillips heads it away well, but it's collected by Taylor, who plays it to Cliff. That's Sefton Cliff, our old player from last season. The clearance stays with Notts County though, and Holm then gets it cleared by Knox. Mwanga heads on to Bennett, and we've got a fantastic chance here. Bennett, one on one. Oh dear, he's missed the chance. He then plays it to Vukaj. Cross goes in, but Porter clears it away. There's a corner for Notts County here from the right-hand side. Holm sends it in towards the far post, and Goodall heads it over the bar. But that was a fantastic chance. And at half-time, it actually looks like we've had slightly better of the game, but we are losing. And it was a very easy goal for them that we gave away. Hopefully in the second half we can turn it around. I believe we should be able to. We should be fine. In my opinion, we've got enough about us to sort this out. Cliff throws it into Ramsey, who receives it back, tries to find Talaj, but it's headed away by York. Porter collects it, and he then gets past Vukaj and slots it away for Tuna. That was really poor from Vukaj, especially when you consider he's actually more of a defensive player than what we have had normally on the right hand side. He just gets shrugged off by Porter, and then brilliant finish from him, but very poor way to concede a goal. We've now got a throw in on the right hand side for Notts County. Porter throws it to Goodall. A good block, but then Vukoje heads it over the bar, and we've got away with that there. Cliff with a free kick plays it short to Vukoje. Holm then plays it out to Cliff on the left-hand side. Cross goes in. York has pushed Talaj and given away a penalty. Oh, what a day for us to come back. Holm steps up and scores the penalty. That's 3-0. That's game over. We have been absolutely humiliated. It's the kits, the grey kits. Yeah. The clash, we can't see ourselves, Manchester United style. We're going to make a couple of changes here with Toure coming on for Albrighton, Laird coming off for Diallo, and we'll send Wellington Louise on for Vukaj, who I've just not been impressed with today. Triple substitution just to get us through. 12 minutes to go. We've got a free kick at the back for Notts County. Wellington Louise intercepts it, plays it forward to Wild. Oh my goodness, what a chance, and he's just not even challenged the keeper. And now we've got Wallace throwing into Rennox, back to Wallace, and he goes back to Taylor. We've got the press in there. Holm goes forward to Ramsey. Talaj through for Rennox, and there was a fantastic tackle there from Phillips. It still ended up coming to a shot, but Kennedy makes the save. Wild then, don't think he actually did flick it on. Diallo with a chance for a cross here. That is the softest penalty I have ever seen. And Bennett is going to step up to take it. And he's going to put it straight at the keeper. It's saved. And that sums up our day today. Toure is going to send the corner in. And it's headed away by Talaj. And it's a 3-0 loss today in quite embarrassing circumstances. We're actually going to throw the water bottle. You can see here, at half-time, we actually had slightly edged it. And then the second half, we've just collapsed. I have no idea where that's come from. And unfortunately, it's cost us massively today. 3-0 loss. I don't think we've had a loss like that for a while, other than, in the FA Cup. Particularly in the manner of it as well, where we've just never really looked one of the teams that were... No change in the promotion race then. At least we won the possession battle. These people actually exist, did we? Yeah, we dominated possession. Buzzing for the playoffs. We're not going to be in the playoffs, Murray. So we have secured the playoffs anyway, despite losing 3-0. I'm guessing Accrington look like they've lost. So I think yeah, we've secured it based on other teams' results. Hopefully, we can still go ahead and claim the promotion in our second game against Swindon. So a slight change of plan, because the Swindon game got moved, so we're actually going to play Barrow in the second game of today's episode. It's been like 20 days between games. It's took me so long to advance through. Going into this, we've swapped Knox and York, so York's now going to be the left centre-back. Diallo's come in on the right. Louise has come in on the left. Everyone else remains the same, however. So this is a game where if we draw, we guarantee ourselves promotion from what the press conference is saying. I'm not going to guarantee that. But let's get into it. We've got a free kick early on. Albrighton sends it in, and the Barrow goalkeeper does well to claim that. He then goes long upfield, Pring's back there to deal with it and plays it forward to Albrighton. And then York goes out to Louise, who plays a long ball forward. Bennett doesn't quite win the header. Salt collects it, and then Dolan goes long, but Phillips easily has the space to deal with that, although he's been pickpocketed there. And luckily, Barrow didn't go straight into an attack, because that could have been very dangerous. But Brown then plays the ball forward. Phillips heads it back to Salt again. He then goes forward. Louise heads it downwards towards Bennett. What can he do with it? Goes infield to Albrighton. Plays the ball through to Wild. It deflects straight to Pring, who buries it into what was a largely empty net, because the goalkeeper had been trying to save the Wild shot. That is going to bring up some puns if we keep him. Albrighton here gets the ball to Wild. His shot just deflects straight into the path of Pring, who does well to control it at the speed it came at him, but we lead 1-0. Now got a throw in on the left for Barrow. It's very close to our half. Dolan plays it to Hartley on the edge, and it's blocked again. Falls to Dolan, and Dolan puts it in the back of the net, and that's a disappointing way to concede, because the initial shot looked quite dangerous, but there was a block on it. So it goes to Hartley here. Shot blocked, another shot blocked, and Kennedy was up quick enough to deal with it, but just gets beaten at his near post. And at half time, it's remained 0-0. Barrow have actually had the better of the game so far, which is very concerning, because that's not something that we've allowed to happen very often. Maybe we'll try up in the tempo just a little bit to see if we can get that sorted out. Throwing on the left, Thompson Brissett plays it to Dolan. Back to Jenkins, and down the wing to Dolan, who's put in a couple of dangerous crosses. It's another dangerous cross, but it hits the post, and Albrighton clears it away for a corner, which means the danger is not gone yet. Dolan's going to send the corner in towards the far post. York heads it away. Belair's collects it though, and he's got space on the right, but Mwanga gets a good tackle in. Going to make our first change. We're going to send Wilson on for Mwanga, who's not had a great game. Or do we send O'Rourke on? We'll send O'Rourke on. It's been a while since he's had game time. And we're also going to send Vukaj on the left-hand side. And our final change for today, Diallo off for Laird on the right-hand side. Diallo's not got going in this game at all. So hopefully Laird can do something a little bit better. The episode ends a little bit disappointing as well, as we only managed a 1-1 draw away to Barrow in a game that I really think we should have won. I know the stats were slightly in their favour, but they're down in 10th. We should be beating teams like that. We do secure promotion. However, I can't help but wonder what position we would be in if we'd had Nsingi and Davani. I think we could have even been clinching the title today if we still had them. The gap now down to 9 points behind us, so Notts County right behind us all the way. We have got a game in hand, so we could go 12 points clear. So it's not, it's not set in stone that it's a 9-point gap. Hopefully we can get that sorted out. And let's have a look at where we're going to come back in the next episode. So in the next episode, my plan is just to come back in a game where we can win the League 2 title. What we can confirm, £592,000 is our transfer budget for next season. 40,000 wage budget. So we've got £15,000 of wage budget to spend, and a lot of transfer budget as well. So the new board, get a thumbs up from me. And of course, promotion is absolutely massive for us. We're into League One now, in a season where we were predicted bottom half, I believe, 19th, with 33-1 for the title. We've gone in there and won the title. Absolutely fantastic season for us. And hopefully we can follow that up next season with a lower mid-table in League One would be fine by me. I want to avoid a relegation battle. Of course, 4 teams do get relegated from League One. So is there going to be a bit more of a struggle than our first season in League Two, where obviously we only need to finish above the bottom 2. We need to finish above the bottom 4 next year. I think we can do it though. You can see here we've been dominant in this league. Arguably, we're unlucky last season. I think this extra year has done as well, apart from losing to Varney and Nasingi. Leave a like down below. Comment your prediction for what game we're going to win the league in. I think it's fair to say we should be winning the league. If we don't, then that is disaster. But I think we'll be fine. Subscribe if you are enjoying the series. We'll be back to a normal schedule very soon. Hopefully next week. Not 100% sure, but hopefully. And thank you very much for watching.